name? He read the books. Never mind. Well, he was wearing a sweater vest, something like
this one?
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, he looked like a really funny Mr. Rogers. Thank you, woman in the back.
Well, boys and girls, I'm just going to take off my tennis shoes. Why did he have to take off his shoes and put on another pair of shoes?
They're special indoor shoes.
Weirdo. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Yeah, you guys are, you guys done? I get to go on next.
Oh!
You're going on.
Eating up my time.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah.
yummy.
Yeah, I bet it is. It's mine, you jerk.
Oh, sorry.
Go on
Okay.
and on. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Carrie Miller. Her name is not in the program because we wanted to surprise you. Surprise!
Sean is the only man I know who can recite that many piss jokes in like 10 minutes. He has left no piss-covered stone unturned. There's one I haven't got yet. We'll find out. So, I'd like to tell you guys a very interesting story. You ever been told, like, there are those things you have to do before you die? Like, those are, like, on everyone's bucket list. Like, I want to go to Mount Rushmore. I heard their faces are huge. Like, well, I guess. Or, dude, I really want to go to Niagara Falls. I heard they sell bottled water. Is that the only place you found? You're pulling out on me. Or, dude, you need to have a threesome. And you're like, are you telling me because you want me to join, or is something I should do? One of those is acceptable. Choose your words carefully. Or the one I got the opportunity to go to, which was watch the ball drop in Times Square, which sounds a lot like fun. You look at it on TV and you're like, dude, that's like a concert, but there's no music, really. I mean, unless you get there at like 12 in the afternoon, which people did. We saw them. Like, we walked past Times Square before it happened, and there they are sitting in their lawn chairs just like, it's going to pay off, guys, I know it. How long are we here? 12 hours? Let's start playing party games. Drink the beer for 12 hours. So I flew out the day after Christmas, and with my buddy, and we stayed with his grandparents who don't speak a word of English. So trying to figure out how this worked was very fun. A lot of charades were involved. We're like, ball drop! And they're like, what? And they spoke some Spanish, and none of us knew. So, you know, the eve of New Year's, we set out on New York subway, or New York's public transit system, which is just a series of wonderfully on-time, piss-scented metal tubes. And I got a piss joke he didn't make. Bitchin'. So, we finally unload off of the subway after being accosted by the nicest 9-foot homeless man I've ever met. He was way taller than I'll ever imagine myself. He's nice too. He asked me a question. He looked over and he went, "You new here?" And if you guys ever watch like prison riots on National Geographic, that's like the first thing the guy hears. You new here? No. I live here. Yeah, this subway's mine. Don't hurt me. I cry really easily. So we get off and we try to make our way to Times Square, but that area is so... They blocked it off, and they've set up a Tetris Pan's Labyrinth type of deal. I fought a Minotaur. It was harder than I thought. There could have just been a bus, but I won. But there's an interesting flow to the people that are going to the area. There's a really big flow of people going to Times Square, and an equally large group of people going away from Times Square. I don't know what they were doing, but they knew something like I should have known. But there's a lot of them, so I decided to ask a cop. And the cool part about cops in New York is that they all look the same. They're of varying heights, but they all have gritty 5 o'clock shadow, look slightly Italian, and talk with a stereotypical New York accent. So upon asking him how we got into Times Square, I got the response, all right, so what you got to do is you're on 32nd Street, you're going to go down, and you're on 52nd Street, you're going to hang a left, there's going to be a series of corridors, and you're going to be there. And that was way too easy, and I was nervous. Sure enough, it was that easy, and I was pleasantly surprised. So we sidle on into where we're supposed to go, and there's like it's piling in thousands at a time, and we're kind of hunched up because it's like a bum rush to the cattle pens they keep you in for safety or whatever. And so I'm in, and I'm making friends, and I'm trying to stay with my friend. We're like, nah. Make our way in. We're all squished in here. There's like people. There's a dude 6 inches behind me and slightly coming on to me, but he was a good guy. Give me dinner. So more waiting, and you know we're finally settled in, and I look up and I see it, the New Year's ball, and I'm excited because in about, I check my phone, 3.5 hours, it'll be party time, and all of this will pay off completely, and I'll love it. Well, let's see how that works out. So we realize that we have 3.5 hours to kill, so we start trying to talk to the people around us, which is where I got to meet the coolest guy with the best job ever. His name was Terrence, the alcohol and tobacco collector. Is it an actual job title? No. Should it be? Yes. What was his job? To run around screaming, "Pass up your tobacco and alcohol!" And people did, because you're not going to say no to that guy, because he looked like he's killed somebody. That tattoo on his face, he did that himself with like a lighter and some ink he found somewhere. Don't fuck with that guy. He knows his shit. Been to something. So, oh God, we just wait for hours, and it's raining, and it's snowing, and my feet get cold, and that's uncomfortable. My back hurts because I got a terrible back. People are doing stupid, and I'm glad you understood that. So finally, you know, a couple hours progress, and it's 10 o'clock going on 11, and I'm zoning out. I'm just, because there's nothing I can do. And I hear 10, 9, 8, and I go, whoa, 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 7, 6, 5. You really can't do this? This is an exaggeration. I would have killed to be able to do any kind of aerobics. Something to keep the blood flowing. And I'm excited. We get to 1, 0, and I'm like, Happy New Year. And I look about, and nobody's really doing the New Year's things. And I looked at my phone, and I forgot that we had just welcomed in the 11 o'clock hour. We just practiced, in essence, our 10 to 1s. Who is not clear on their 10 to 1s? Like, I'd love to meet that one guy who's just kind of like, fuck, I didn't practice. Are you going for this? I was so worried. The next time we work on my ABCs. And then I just forget. Dude was fucked up. So we kill more time, but it's the last hour. It's the 11th hour, literally. And we're all getting kind of excited. You can start, feeling a little bit of vibe, energy, People are busting about and more waiting, and finally it's 30 minutes till, which felt like 3 months. And then more waiting, it was 20 minutes that felt like 8 years. And finally it's the last 10 minutes, and that's when shit goes crazy and everyone starts having fun. People have spinners and shit, and drinking, and some guy threw up over there, but I wasn't close enough, so haha. And there are those people, the stupid party things, just they're blowers. I hate them because they were like hitting me in the face because nobody had, comfort zones. So it was just, hey, Happy New Year! Quit your shit. I don't like it. And finally, it gets to 11:59, and I'm stoked because this is the minute shit's gonna happen. And I hear the countdown at 59, 58, and I'm like, whoa, 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 hold on, everyone, hold on. Are we doing 60 to 1s? People were stuck on 1 to 10, or 10 to 1. That's not safe. Who's Mr. Bitchin' coming in here? All right, everybody, stand back. I'm the 59 to 1 guy. I got this, 59. See if you can follow me. Don't fall back. I'll leave you there. That guy, like 3 of them, they were talking like dogs at night. They were like, 59, 57, 56, 55! And they just went back like that because they were excited that somebody else was as dumb as them. Gotta stay together, people. So finally we get to my comfort zone, which is 15 to 1. And I'm like, 15? Because I took advanced 10 to 1s. So I knew my shit. It's good. So I start joining in. 59! Or, no, I didn't. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, and finally it's the like quarter mile of the new year, and it's zipping by at 10 seconds, and I look up, and I'm excited, and I hear it, 10, 9, hold on, 8, 7, 6, something's wrong here, 5, 4, 3, no, there's something seriously wrong here, 3, 2, 1, Wait a minute. Something just happened. And I looked about. Everyone was having New Year's joy. There were fucking hugs and kisses and people making fist bumps and high fives. I love those. And it was exciting. And I realized, upon looking up, that the ball I was watching didn't move an inch. But then I looked not but 2 inches to my left and see it. The actual New Year's ball. At the bottom of its predestined position. I had just missed the New Year's ball drop. Gasp! Let me put this into perspective for you. I had just missed what I invested 4 hours into. I was the only guy in Times Square that just happened to. Ever! No one has done this to my knowledge in the history of Times Square. Yeah, something with stop popping my bubble, buddy. I don't know who that was. I think it was Terrence. He didn't collect my alcohol and tobacco. But let me put this into perspective. In essence, me missing this was like missing your 18th birthday, your 21st birthday, an all-expenses paid trip to Hooker Island, and a new car. All at once. And I can tell you that it got no better when I realized I was on the East Coast and there's going to be 3 more New Years. Oh my goodness, Terrence, I will give you my alcohol in a little bit. I don't know who you are really, so I'm just giving you names. I got this. Stand back. Lock the doors. I got this. Thank you, everyone. That was my story. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's almost